the greatest show on Earth? More like the greatest disappointment on Earth, am I right? This is a very controversial one. When The Greatest Show on Earth beat High Noon for the Best Picture award in 1952, it was considered all the way back then as an upset. Now, Cecil B. DeMille's overly long, melodramatic, and just flat-out bad film is considered as one of the worst Best Picture winners of all time. And I can definitely see why. I mean, just look at that! That is by far the worst green screen I've ever seen in my life. This right here, this is not the caliber that is deserving of the Best Picture award. Oh, and the rest of the film is bad too. Charlton Heston, who for some reason is dressed exactly like Indiana Jones, I mean, seriously, the resemblance is uncanny. I'm 100% convinced that Charlton Heston was the inspiration for Indiana Jones's wardrobe. You will not convince me otherwise. Anyway, he stars in the film as Brad, the general manager of a circus, and they take the show on the road for the world to see. There are tigers, elephants, clowns, daredevils, clowns, pretty women, and more clowns. As for the main performers, you've got Holly, a trapeze artist who battles the great Sebastian for the center ring, and also Buttons, a clown played by James Stewart? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. James, what have they done to you? You've been demoted to play as a clown in a supporting role to Charlton Heston. Honestly, there's not much else to say. The whole film is just the characters traveling the states with the circus and performing in front of different crowds. A lot of different crowds. There are so many reaction shots of the crowd. You can make a drinking game out of this. Okay, maybe I'm selling the film a bit short. There is more to the plot than this, but not that much, trust me. A sort of love triangle develops between Holly, the Great Sebastian, and Brad. The Great Sebastian and Holly duke it out for the center ring as they each perform insane feats that are more and more dangerous. The Trapeze Battle was actually pretty exhilarating. The stunt work is really impressive. It was the highlight of the film for sure. Very thrilling stuff. The visuals as a whole were impressive, horrible green screen aside. But as impressive as they were, they stretched out way too much and it crippled the pacing. It's the same problem the great Ziegfeld had. It was just too much style with little to no substance. Not like there's much substance to be had, I mean, it's a movie about a circus. It's just not that interesting. The acting wasn't very good at all. Holly especially overacted way too much.
You don't care who it rolls over, who it hurts. So it rolls over me. Be careful someday it doesn't roll over you.
The best performance here is the one by James Stewart. All jokes aside, his character was the most interesting. He has a dark secret that is slowly revealed throughout the film, but unfortunately when the movie spills the beans, it makes no sense. You had a good thing going there, movie, you simply had to ruin it.
Judas Priest!
Why did this movie win? I think it's because they wanted to honor Cecil B. DeMille, who was a true legend of the industry, and they thought this was their last chance to give him an award. Well, they were dead wrong because just 4 years later he directed the 10 freaking Commandments, which was way better and way more deserving than this movie, and they didn't give him the award that time when he actually deserved it. But we'll get to that. Wow, this was bad. This was rough. This one is going very low on my list. What saves it from the complete bottom are great stunts, impressive visuals, and a good performance by James Stewart. As for the rest, don't even bother. Just skip this one and watch the next Best Picture instead, because it's way better. Up next is the 26th Best Picture winner, a film that'll make you want to make out with beautiful half-naked blondes on the beach. As if you need any extra incentive. From Here to Eternity. Check back tomorrow for the next video of DB Reviews Oscar Madness Marathon and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss a thing. Thank you all very much and let the journey continue.